Today we're going to be going over the top 10 best running backs right now in Madden 24. I would say in the state where the game is at right now in damn near July, I would say it's a lot of people running the ball. I would say running the ball is kind of meta just because of so many running backs get all these crazy abilities with these built-in X factors and, the defense side of the ball. Don't get me started how many abilities they have, from the pass rushers to all the KOs, and just running the ball makes your life a lot easier in this game right now. So that's why you see a lot of people running. So we're going to be going over who the top 10 best guys are in the game right now. First guy we got up is number 10, AJ Dillon. This is a bigger back, man. 6 foot, 247. Just off those credentials right there, he's going to be a very hard individual to tackle. Now, pretty much everybody on this list, we're not really going to go over their stats too crazy. The thing we're going to focus on the most part is what abilities do these guys get in. Do they have nice juke and spin animations? Can they break tackles? Well, all these guys, I'll be honest, they're all going to break tackles, but it really some guys will break tackles more than others, and then obviously the most important one is guys get different abilities. Now, out of all the running backs on this list, I would probably say AJ Dillon has the weakest abilities out of everybody, but he's got he's 6 foot 250, so like that definitely goes a long way. He gets evasive and reach for one. I don't know what the heck, reach for it for one. That's not even like a discount. I don't even know why that's there. And then he gets bruiser, tank, all the stuff is 0. So you can see like he doesn't get any juking abilities discounted. It's freight train, which is really good, don't get me wrong, but you got in this game, like the best running backs can break all the tackles in the world, and then they can get started in the open field, they can juke and do all that stuff. AJ Dillon isn't really, I mean, you could I'm not saying you can't juke with him, but he's just gonna break a lot of tackles. He's kind of similar to William Perry, just obviously not on his level. Number 9, we got Eric Dickerson. I still think Eric Dickerson is the top 10 running back in the game. 6'3", 220. He is a massive running back. He has one of the top tier jukes in the game, and I mean, I would say all of his stats and all that stuff still hold up pretty good in my opinion. Definitely his abilities still hold up really good. He gets human joystick for 0 AP. You got jukebox for 0 AP, tank for 1 AP, which that's probably really the only AP I would say you have to spend on him. So you're getting your juking ability, you're making sure you can't be hit stick. Don't forget you got the human joystick. So that's pretty much what all his AP is. So he gets really good abilities, and you can definitely make people miss the open field with him. That's no doubt about it. Now he also, I'm not really going to talk about their actual X factors a whole lot, because with everyone using Ada Hutchinson, you're not really going to see these too often, but he does get the angry runs X factor all game, but you'll probably never be able to see it. But even without that, he's still such a good running back, still hard to tackle, and just from like his break tackle aspect, and then in the open field, man, if you got good thumbs and you got stick work, like no one's tackling him. Number 8, I'm going with William Perry, the Fridge. I use this card for a pretty long time. And obviously his biggest downside is you're not juking with him. That's just not happening. But 6'2", 335, you're also not just straight up tackling him. He comes built in with the freight train X factor for 0 AP. He gets evasive for 0, tank for 0, all that good stuff. So even though I do gotta say, because out of everybody on this list, William Perry is the worst when it comes to getting sticky in the open field. Like, it's not happening with him. He has the worst juke out of any running back on this list. So I gotta say, even though he does get tanked for 0, I actually fumbled the ball a lot with him, just because like you're not really making people miss in the open field. So a lot of times you're taking on that tackler regardless. And I'm not gonna lie, he was out there getting boom stick. So that's the only bad thing I would have to say about the Fridge. It's just that you can't make anybody miss. You gotta just run through everybody, which is definitely not a bad thing, because he could definitely do that. Number 7, I'm going with Adrian Peterson, who I would say at this point, like everybody going for it on the list, I think I don't think anybody really has any, I don't want to say liabilities, but all these guys are like great running backs. Like you could use every single one of these. The guys before them, they had like some kind of problems. Everyone going for it, like guys are dogs. Adrian Peterson's really good. Like just because I have him at number 7, I wouldn't like. He's a very good back. He's got a really good juke animation. He's also a bigger back, 6'1", 220. He comes with first one free, which is actually a pretty solid good X factor. I think Jamal Charles was the first guy to get this, and we were all like, whatever. But you see how crazy Jamal Charles is. So yeah, that's a pretty good X factor to have. And then he also gets evasive and tank. Evasive for 1 and tank for 0. So that's not really too bad AP. I mean, you'd like to see him get the evasive for 0. You got to spend a 1 AP on it. So that's pretty much all the basic necessities when it comes to a running back. I would think the only thing that really differs from him from all the guys going forward, instead of first one free, other guys might get built-in angry runs, or they might get freight train, which are the better X factors, but Adrian Peterson's still a very good running back. Number 6, Brandon Jacobs. I don't know if you guys have ever went up against this man head-to-head, but man, he is a problem. If he was like 99 or 98 speed, he would probably be. I would probably have him change where he's at on this list. But he's a 6'4" running back, 264. And when I tell you this man is hard to tackle, he is hard to tackle, man. He comes built in with tank. So off the rip, it's going to be hard to hit stick him. Look how many discount slots he gets. He gets 3 discount slots where you can literally pick from any ability you want, man. So, and like I said, I've played against this man multiple times head-to-head, and I think I had a game where he ran for like 280 on me. The guy's a problem. Number 5, Marshawn Lynch, golden ticket. I don't know why they went with Raiders card art, but yeah, apparently they went with Raiders card art. He's definitely, I think, one of the smaller running backs we've shown so far. 5'11", 215. Well, obviously he's got good weight, but just in height, he's got 215. He gets really good abilities. You get to pick from tank or backfield master for the 1, and then you can go with Trust for 0 and Freight Train for 0. So basically, he can never fumble the ball unless he gets stripped. So very low chance of him fumbling, and he's going to be able to run through people. The reason why I have him at number 5, though, is because Marshawn actually, he doesn't have a very good juke. I know he has a good juke rating and stuff, but his juke animation itself isn't very good. But, you know, with him not being, he's got Freight Train, so break tackles, and then you got Trust, so he'll never fumble. So he's got really good AP, and at the end of the day, he'll still be a good running back. I just don't think his juke animation is that good, and that's what separates him from all the guys going forward. All right, so all these running backs we got going forward, man, these guys are the cream of the crop. Like, they are the running backs. Like, you're going to see these guys a lot in head-to-head. Number 4, we got Arian Foster, one of the most recent running backs to come out. 6'1", 227, a big back. He's got a pretty solid juke, and he gets everything discounted for 0. Anything you want, he gets all these abilities. Anything you want for 0, you can pretty much pick. Very good running back. He's only like 300,000, so he's really good. Number 3, we got Jamal Charles. So by the way, also I didn't really say, but the reason why we Foster was at 4, and like, you know, he's not like, you wouldn't think he's at like a 2 or a 3. He doesn't get any built-in X factors as abilities to where all these other guys, they do. So Jamal Charles gets first 1 free built-in as an ability, and then I think he gets, yeah, it's 3. So similar to Brandon Jacobs, he gets no, he actually gets 4 discount slots for pretty much any ability you could imagine. So his AP is really similar to Arian Foster, except he gets that built-in X factor with first from free, which actually, you know, you might not think it's not that good, but trust me, it's very good. So he's kind of like Jamal Charles, but just I think, in my opinion, with better abilities and a little bit faster. He isn't as big as Jamal Charles. Jamal Charles is a lot bigger running back. Not Jamal Charles, I meant Arian Foster. I meant Jamal Charles, I think, has better abilities than Arian Foster, but Arian Foster is the bigger back. You know what I meant. Number 2, we got Sean Alexander, another very recent running back to come out. He has a lot more points than a lot of guys on this list, but there's a reason why. Well, 1, because he's the LTD. Now, he's not on the catalog, so I can't show you his abilities, you know, through Madden, but I can tell you what this guy gets. So he comes built in with first 1 free, and then his abilities are basically X factors. You can put Truz on him as an ability, and you can put Angry Runs on as an ability. So you can put 3 X factors on this guy as an ability. First 1 free, Truz, and Angry Runs. So I mean, that's absolutely insane. Now, the reason why I don't have him at number 1 is because he is 97 speed, and because I don't think his juke is better than the guy that's at number 1. So, still, I would have to say, though, he might have the best ability stack for all the running backs. The best running back in the game, in my opinion, is Walter Payton. If you play head-to-head, you've seen him, and he's done something to you at some point that you played the game. 5'10", 200 pounds, he's 98 speed, so now 99, but he's still very fast, and I mean, his abilities are really good. He comes built in with tank for 0 AP, so you don't got to worry about those hit sticks. He gets route take for 1 if you really want to put that on, but he gets angry runs for 1 AP, and he gets evasive, so, you know, angry runs as an ability, man, I just don't think it's so nasty, man. It's so disgusting, and, you know, Walter Payton has, you know, a very, very good juke, so with that evasive, you're going to make people miss, and then with angry runs, you know, it's going to be hard to tackle you. He's got tanks. You're not really going to be able to hit stick him. This card is, in my opinion, the best running back in the game. That's my list though for the top 10 running backs in the game right now. You guys let me know down in the comments, who do you think is the best running back in the game? And let me know if you think there's a running back that should have been on this list that was not on this list. If you did enjoy the video, man, drop a like. Until the next time, man, I'll see y'all on the next one.